So who am I speaking with?
Good morning, David. My name is Drew Keller, and I'm with StoryGuide.net.
Yeah, we spoke at the last Reagan event. And I'm also speaking with someone else who spoke at the last Reagan event, and that is?
Paolo Tosolini, Enterprise Social Video Consultant.
When is the right time I should be pulling out my iPad or my mobile device to shoot a video?
Well, I think you should start now to exploring it because the opportunity.
Should I shut down this camera right now?
Well, maybe not for this kind of production, but I think having playing with iPhones and other smartphones. And then just exploring the opportunity to create content and edit on the device and just deploying it right there. I think you better start doing it now rather than waiting when things will mature.
You know what? I think one of the major problems with the shooting the video on any mobile device is when to actually do it. I don't think people are sort of attuned to when to press a record button.
Well, I think there's a deeper question there, and that is choosing the best time to apply the technology. One of the things that I like to call is PR triage, where you're in a situation where you need to get in front of a story very quickly, and you need to make certain that you're in front of what's happening, that you're one of the first voices that are out there. Because of that, you can use mobile acquisition and distribution all on the same device. That becomes a very powerful tool. And if the content becomes more important than the technology because the story is breaking or you need to be in front of it, then the audience may forgive the fact that the camera doesn't look as great as your camera, or that the audio may not be as crisp or as clean as what you're used to. But we're getting to a point where things like audio are less of a barrier. And as we look forward to maybe the iPad 3 having a much better camera, we're going to find that these devices are going to look and feel to the audience in a quality that's similar to what you have right now.
We are going to present it today at our presentation. All of these hacks that over time they will become probably more common.
All right, then let's walk through some of the hacks. Actually, okay, so start some of the hacks of beyond me just pulling out my mobile phone right now and loading up the application to shoot video, which a lot of people I bet you haven't done. What are some other hacks I can do to make it a better quality?
The audio is critical. An audience is going to forgive video that is somewhat, but if they can't hear and they can't understand what you're saying, forget it. They're not going to watch it. They're going to disengage and they're going to move someplace else.
By the way, which is contrary to what you just said earlier, and by the way, I'm a huge fan of audio. My best piece of equipment is this microphone, actually, right there. It's better than my camera.
I agree, because folks are going to follow and track your narrative with your audio. And I don't think it's necessarily exclusive to what I said. It is that the video technology is slow on the curve, but we can create there now connectors to make certain that you can get broadcast quality, high quality audio into your device. And then the other thing that is really critical is most of these cameras don't do well in low light. So attaching an external light can also help to illuminate your subject. You want your subject to be the brightest thing in the frame. You want the viewer to know what they're supposed to look at. And the third thing is that because most of these cameras have a very wide field of view, they don't have a zoom, you need to make certain that you're very close to your subject. And that means you have to be fairly comfortable with them, because if you're standing 10 feet away, they're going to get lost in their environment.